is Vaisha.
Hi, my name is TJ.
And we built a cross-border payment application to demonstrate how you can connect crypto settlement rails with traditional bank payouts. The Pepsify application was to facilitate international payments with stablecoins, and TJ is going to talk to you a bit about our user interface and the purpose of the app.
So we developed this app because we see there's a problem in international trading that many foreign people don't know how to use Web3 technologies, and they don't even have a crypto wallet. But people in the US, lots of them has stablecoins and want to trade using stablecoins internationally because it's really fast. So to solve this problem, we built this platform so people can trade, can pay in stablecoin, and in the foreign countries, people can receive in their local fiat currencies. And this will make the international trading more efficient.
The retail pitch for our product is that because it solves a real-world problem of people wanting to have crypto payments much faster and also do it across different borders, we capture our margin by selling stablecoin on the centralized exchange at a market rate, and we use the wholesale execution of that to see what funds in operations are present for us to be able to use those. So especially in corridors like the Philippines, Bangladesh, and Pakistan, stablecoins are pretty popular on TRON, especially on TRC20, and these are widely used for cross-border value movement because those transfers are cheap and they're compared with many traditional retails. That's what made TRON a practical layer for our remittance style flows and settlement references. And I'm going to go ahead right now and just show you how you would just make a sample payment. I'm gonna fill in a bunch of values. I put down my amount in USD, my recipient name, and I would have to choose a potential bank. But in this instance, I'm going to do the United Kingdom because we have a bunch of default banks we can show you for the demonstration. I would enter a bank account number, again, cardholder name, these are not real values, just so you know. Okay, here's how it's going to work as soon as you send in a transaction. Right now we deployed it on the TRON testnet. You can copy this trash and eventually track it to see how your transaction is progressing. You will be given a status bar to see how far your transaction goes through, and there's the sent and received values from your sender, and the country you're sending to, the bank, so on and so forth, and an estimated time frame as well. This process will typically end up taking a pretty decent amount of time because of the cross-border transactions that have to go through, and also the selling process on the centralized exchange, which is not fully demonstrated in our platform because we do not have an enterprise API to do that, but this part functions as a mild proof of concept of what would technically happen. We also have a sample for how it would work if you did it for a UK bank with the real digits for and like with all their actual routing and account numbers put down. We would obviously make these changes for other countries in time to come, but right now it's not accommodated for all countries, or our app does it like by default. If you selected, for instance, Russia, you would get banks for all these, but we will obviously change up the interface in time to come for future developments to make sure it can accommodate all countries internationally in an effective manner. When you do request your cash out, which I've already done here, so you can just see the cash out process has been completed. This is also just like what it would look like. You will be able to copy your hash and you will be able to track it later on. And we also have a sign up page here where you can make your own account, which I've already done, to keep all your details tracked. So when you do make all this data, it gets stored in MongoDB, which is used as a backend storage. The rest of our tech stack expands to Next.js, which is for our front end and Express API. We also use Wisebox for the payout exploration in the backend, and we use Coinbase for public or FX brokerage as associated with parts of the payment section.
And so for the contact page, we use the AI assistant that's backed on OpenAI APIs. And if we type in the search bar, it helps us to track down the transactions based on the hash using the AI as a generative response.
So it gives you direction when you're unsure on what you have to do and where you need to take your things. So you can put your transaction here, you can track your payment, and you will obviously get you would get details on like how that's going. So that is it for our demonstration. We hope you enjoyed it, and thank you so much for sticking around.
Thank you so much.